Hey Jen, I'm okay. I'm just here at work, waiting to get off at 8:30. I'm cool. I can't complain. How are you doing today? Bless you, and thank you for joining the live. Yeah, I can't complain at all. Good morning, good night, grand afternoon to everybody. Hope everybody is doing well. The topic today is Adam 22. That's the topic 20 day from Mr. No Jumper from Mr. California, bringing gangbangers up to his studio, and when it's a problem, he moved back. Well, I'm glad you feeling blessed. I'm glad you woke up another day, and I'm glad you here to stay. Bang. No, what I really want to talk about today's topic will be about a lot of the California black gangs going on Adam 22 show. Now, I'm going to put it plain and simple, straight and direct. I'm on something called YouTube right now, and I am doing this YouTube joint by myself. I'm not asking for no help, and I would not ask for no help. But what I see with pages with more than 300,000 subscribers, people will kiss people butt like that, because right now, if you ask what's the biggest podcast on the West Coast, everybody will tell you Adam 22. Okay, now this is my problem with Adam 22, and this is my problem with the brothers going on Adam 22 looking like fools. Okay? Because as I said, I'm not putting no sugar on it. I'm not putting no cut, nothing. This is going to be raw and direct. Okay? Because I am sick of it. I am very much sick of it. Because you want to keep on complaining, right? You want to complain about Adam doing this, Adam doing that. Well, when you look at it, right? He's what you call a podcaster. Adam 22, I'm talking about in California. And he's bringing different people on his podcast. He has a studio in California. No Jumper. But this is to the point where I get, when are some of you brothers gonna build your own podcast in your own studio? Because I watched an interview today with King Pill, and he talking about how Adam 22 is starting trouble between the different gangs. Everybody know that, but nobody will speak up about it, and brothers will continue to go on Adam 22 show. And this is why I always tell people, what I know and what I stand for, I don't stand with nobody else. I stand alone with what I stand alone with. Because what I stand for, many people in the world wouldn't stand for. Okay, and this is why I always tell people I stand alone, because I do stand alone. It's not much people in this world will stand with me with the things that I stand for. Okay, and I know that for a fact. Okay, because I watch many people. It ain't about a color or it ain't about a religion. And it ain't even about siding with me. Okay? Because I'm one person, I don't want people to side with me, and I never did. If you roll with me, you roll with me. If you don't, you don't. Okay? I don't have no emotions of where, oh my gosh, nobody don't want to be my friend. Nobody want to be my family. No, I'm sorry. Like, I was built with a heart and a mentality where if I got to ride alone, I'm okay. I'm very much okay. So, what I mean by saying that, it's many people in this world that have podcasts on their own. You don't need to keep on bringing up situations of talking about, oh, Adam is using, well, let me tell you something. Adam gonna use every single gang banger in California or whether you on the East Coast, wherever you at. Because just remember this. The main deal about Adam 22 having his podcast is to generate money. He don't care about your gang. He don't care about your life. He don't care about your death. You know, and I'm going to put a fair warning out to everybody in the world. Just watch many indictments come down from the Adam 22 show. Just watch it. Just watch it. Just watch many people get in trouble because of the Adam 22 show. Just watch many families will be broke up because of the Adam 22 show. And you know what? It was just like Vlad when you asked, yo, why are these brothers going on Vlad and explaining their stories to him? Well, it's going to be the same way too with Adam 22 show. Why are you keep going up there, right? And talking about this and talking about that. And I'm going to be honest to you. A lot of brothers, y'all going up on Adam 22 show and y'all looking like clowns. I don't care who you is. Y'all going up on Adam 22 show and looking like clowns. Because if you could go on his show and look like a clown, right? Why can't you build your own podcast? Why can't you build your own studio? Okay, the word of the day should be own. Okay, ownership. Own your own and stop looking for people to give you. And when they give you a little bit, you complain about things. Stop complaining. Stop it. You know, because I watch so much different people go up on Adam 22, and then after that, when they have a disagreement with him, or he have a disagreement with them, that's when they want to say he racist. No. He racist from the get-go. Okay? He racist from the get-go. Soon as he get in the door, because if Adam 22 really cared about any one of you gangbangers or any one of you black brothers, he will take his resources and he will build things in y'all communities. But no, let me talk to you black brothers now. All you want to do is keep on tearing yourselves down and tearing your community down. And as I said, I'm not with nobody. Okay? I don't side with nobody, because when it comes to black people looking stupid, I'm going to always say, no way. Okay? I'm going to always put us in the correction plate. I'm going to always look to correct my brothers and sisters. You think that you look good when everybody else is laughing like y'all? Is laughing at y'all, excuse me. Like clowns? And I'm going to keep on talking like this. I don't care if one person joined my live that I'm talking about black power. I don't care if 2 people join my live. Or I don't care if 1 million people join my live. Because I know what I'm doing and I know my mission on this YouTube thing. And I know where I'm going. And I know where I want to be. So I'm not going to steer in no direction. It's just like with me saying earlier in one of my posts. I see a lot of childish things going on with this YouTube joint. And I'm not with no childish games with nobody, whether you're male or female on YouTube. I do not play internet games, or I do not play games in real life with people. And one thing that I'm catching with a lot of people, if you don't support my page, I don't support your page. If you like my page, I'm going to like your page. If you watch my live, I'm going to watch it. When have we gotten to a world where adults is actually enjoying acting like kids? Like when? When have we gotten to a world where adults enjoy acting like kids? Huh? And then it's another thing that I seen one of the queens put up. If the content ain't really fitting you, or if it ain't something you like, not as in liking it, but if it don't got nothing to do with your life, you don't support it. So I'm going to ask people on YouTube that want to be podcasters, or content creators, as people, what are you doing this social media stuff for? Because one thing that I see, and many people don't see it, I see this YouTube and these social media things are turning people into bigger clowns. Okay, let me say it again. I see these social medias and these applications are turning people into bigger clowns. And even people that I had somewhat respect for. Okay? Yes, people that I had respect for are doing clownish behavior on this YouTube thing, on this Instagram thing, on this TikTok thing. Let me say, man. Let me say. I watch a lot of people come on this internet joint and sell their souls. And trust me, the nasty thing about it is, it's worse when you sell your soul for money, right? But it's even worse when you sell your soul for nothing. Okay? Let me say it again. It's bad when you sell your soul for money, but it's worse when you sell your soul for nothing. And let me say this with me saying that. You should never sell your soul for nothing. Okay? Nothing in this universe is worth you ever selling your soul. Don't do that. Talking to everybody. Never sell yourself. Okay? Don't sell yourself short or don't sell yourself high. Don't sell yourself out. Let me take a sip of my coffee. And that's what I'm seeing a lot. People selling their souls for nothing. And who cares about this bag thing? Okay, because that's the new thing that everybody talking about. Getting the bag. Alright, cool. Let me hit this bag thing for a minute. A lot of people that's chasing this bag is either you never got money or it's either you very unintelligent. Okay, because how they built this structure, system in life right now of what we're living in modern day is made for the humans to attack each other. It's made for the humans to hurt each other. It's made for the humans. For example, why do you think that people rob people? Why do you think people steal from people? Why do you think people break into people's houses, break into people's cars? Not because they're poor. Not because they need it. No. It's a certain type of energy that I keep on saying, and I'm going to keep on saying it, that entered into the universe that must be out. Okay? Because a lot of people thinking that I'm big, I'm bad, I'm mad. You ain't nothing. Okay? You ain't nothing but a senseless soul. I'm going to say it again. You ain't nothing but a senseless soul living in a silly body. Okay? Because one thing that I always think about, people be there praising these governments and praising these quote unquote sick people. I don't look at these sick people as anything high. I don't respect these people as anything high or anything as stature. You know? And the sad thing is, who you believe in more, them or what you're supposed to believe in? You know, because I have a lot of questions out here for the world, but I know that people can't answer them. But people get offended to the real questions that I ask people. You know, people get offended. And when people get offended, I understand what side of the table you on. You may never eat. Okay, you may never eat. Because once you get offended by real questions and you can't answer real questions, understand what side of the table you on. Understand who you are. Okay? And a lot of you people on this earth is very deceitful. A lot of you people on this earth play games. Okay? And one thing I'm not going to play is with this universe. I don't believe in their God. Let me say it again. I don't believe in their God, or I don't believe in anything they call their gods. Because you could never, let me say it again. Let me put another never on it with a capital N and a capital R at the end. You could never teach me anything about the Most High. You could never teach me anything about Jah. I will never look to no government official or no politician or no law enforcement or anybody that don't know how to tell people to fight back when governments around this world are down pressing people all around. When you think people are fighting in this world to get it right in life, who you think did that? And you want to say that these people fell on hard times? No. They set up a system for many people to fall on hard times. For black people and brown people to think that it's just us. No. This is everybody in the mix now, okay? This is everybody in the party. And one thing that I learned, and I'm going to say this may hurt a lot of black people's skin, but trust me, it need to. Because I am not putting my hand in the fire for people that won't even light the stove. Let me say it again. I'm not putting my hand in the fire for people that won't even light the stove. Now, what do you mean by that? You know how much black people fought for black people to have anything in this world? You know how much black people fought for black people to even do certain things? And you know how much ungrateful black people are living now in modern day society and modern day life? And what you think, I must like your ungratefulness? Only thing I like about you is you're a human being, and that's it. Okay? And I have to live here with you on earth. That's it. That's the only thing that I like about you. But anything else, I don't need to like you. I don't need to hate you. I don't even need to have an emotion about you. You're just living. Okay? And that's what some people got to really understand with a lot of living souls here. They just here. Don't take them as too much. Don't take them as too little. They just living. Okay? They just here. Ain't nothing too much. Take another sip of my coffee. Hold on. You know, like, because I looked at it, and you'll be fighting year after year over the same thing. Oh, black power, black power. You know how much so-called people I watch? It's even sad to say, man. You know how much so-called black people I watch turn on black people and turn on the same thing that they call in black power? So, like, when it comes to black power in this modern day, I'm going to be honest, there's a lot of black people I don't trust. Okay? There's a lot of black people I don't trust. And there's a lot of people in the world I don't trust. Okay? For real. People could play mind manipulation games. Oh my gosh, if you don't trust people, this and that, you have... No. I'm not going to let you do something negative to me when you've been living negative all your life. I'm not going to let you bring your negative energy into my world. I'm not going to let you bring your negative energy into other people's world. I'm not going to let you corrupt people's lives, okay? And that's what a lot of our black brothers and sisters like to do. They like to just say, oh, because you're black, that everything must be okay. No. I don't play that crap. Because there's a lot of black brothers and sisters that's hurting the black community all around the world. There's a lot of our brothers and sisters that's hurting the black community around the world. What you want to do? Keep on blaming the white man. Hmm? Hmm? That story is over. That shit done sailed. Okay? That car done ran off the highway. Okay? And this is why I'm going to say I have no friends, really. Or I have no family members, really, when it comes to fighting for black power. Because trust me, I know it ain't many going to be with me. And trust me, I wouldn't want many to be with me at all. Because if it ain't real, I don't want it. If it ain't right, I don't want it. If it ain't genuine, I don't want it. Okay? Our ancestors put it down too hard for y'all to be playing in this modern day. And this is why I always say I stand alone. Okay? Because I know a lot of you black people that's living now, y'all would turn y'all backs on me and many others. Okay? You would turn your backs on me and many others. And that's how I know a lot of you weak in heart and weak in soul and weak in the mind. Okay? Some people really don't understand what went on in history. Y'all look at Vladimir Putin is running Russia right now, right? But they had black emperors in Russia. Okay? They had many emperors around this world. Many kings and queens that was black that are washed out in history. So when some people ask me, Delvin, why? Don't ask me why, okay? Don't ask me why. And I finally understand. I would never really want nobody to help me, okay? Wouldn't want nobody to help me because this ain't something you play with. And I'm on the verge where there's a lot of people you have to stop talking to. There's a lot of people you have to stop wasting your energy with, because you'll just be wasting your energy, because a lot of people, they talk a good game, but they ain't got nothing to back it up. You know, because I watched many times where I was left alone. And many times where I was left alone, that gave me strength to stand up even more. Okay? Many times when I was left alone in this world, it was one of the reasons why I see. And one reason why I think the way I think and I move the way I move in this world. I need help from no one. Okay? I don't like help. I don't like asking for help. And I know that it must sound strange for people to say, oh, what you mean you don't like help or you don't like asking for help? Plain as it sounds, I don't like help and I don't like asking for help. Bless up, Marlene. Bless up to yourself. Because the majority of the people in this world, when you ask them for something, they always look for something back. I will tell you very much and very clearly. I did many things in this life for people and I never wanted nothing back, and I will do many more for people in this life and I want nothing back. Okay? Bless up yourself, Marlene. Bless up yourself and big up yourself. Because I wouldn't say I don't know where I got this from, but I'll be real. It's straight from the Most High, it's straight from the universe, and it's straight from myself. When you do things in this world for people, I don't know how other people rock out with it, but me, how I'm gonna show you how I rock out with it. If I do something for you, I don't want nothing back. I'm doing it for you at that moment because you needed help at that moment. And it was right for a human to help you at that moment. I didn't do it to say, yo, when I fall on hard times, I need you to help me out. Big up, Brother Oz. Big up, Brother Oz. Bless up. I didn't do it for you to help me out when I'm down. Even though we should live in this world where if you see somebody down, it should be automatic for you to help them. But that's not how a lot of humans think. And I always said in my life, when I do things for people, I don't want nothing back because I know why I did it. And when people say that, oh, yeah, don't matter what you do in this world, whether you doing it in front of people or whether you doing it in private. I'm going to say this again and I want people to really hear this. Okay, bless up yourself. Very selfish, Marlene. Hey, chat. Hey, King and chat. Bless up to you, Brother Oz. Excuse me, everybody. People have that mind state. Yes, people have a nasty mind state. And, mindset. Excuse me. Most people will use you until they can't anymore. And that right there, I'm going to build on that in a little while. Because what Marlene said right there, I'm going to be honest to you. I'm going to be very honest to you. I'll build on it in a little while, but excuse me. Now, even for certain people that I did stuff for life in my life and they never did nothing back for me, I don't hold no grudge or I don't look no way, because you have to understand and you have to overstand. Everybody in this world, thank you very much, brother. Thank you very much. I appreciate that, King. And I don't really ask for too much, but if everybody could share this live out, may you please do that for me. Thank you very much. Now, the reason why I don't really look back for things, because the way my mother and father raised me and my brother, they didn't raise us to ask people for nothing. They didn't. They didn't raise us to ask people for nothing. And some people maybe say, oh, no. My mother raised me and my brother asking people for things. That's a no-no. Okay, that's a no-go. That's something that we wasn't raised to do. Straight up and down, my mother raised me and my brother to go out there and get it on our own. Whatever you need, if you gotta bust your butt for it, you bust your butt for it. If you gotta grit your teeth, you gotta grit your teeth. If you gotta get your hands dirty, you gotta get your hands dirty. And that's why I'm proud to say, it ain't nobody could say Delvin asked them for this or Delvin asked them for that. And that's the same thing with my brother. Okay, because our mother didn't raise us like that. No. Okay. Now I'm going to build on the point with people would use you until they can't use you no more. Now, I've been a victim of that in my life, and I'm going to be honest to people. Many times, hold on 1 minute, I'm still here. Many times, I wouldn't say that drove me crazy, but many times it left me very puzzled in my mind and my soul. Hold on 1 minute, please, people. I will be right back. Excuse me. Excuse me for that, people. Okay. Many times that left my soul and that left my mind hurt. To the point where a lot of times I didn't want to talk to people. I didn't really want to associate with nobody, and I could speak to people about a lot of things, but when I shut down and I stopped speaking to everybody, cuz that's just how I am sometimes, when I stop speaking to people, I shut down and I completely shut everybody out. And sometimes a lot of people in this world don't know what other people go through. And many times in my life, a lot of people said I had an attitude. A lot of people said I had a temper. Yes, I had a bad temper. And many other things, I learned to not depend on trust most. I learned to not depend on trust most. Okay. Same. No, like, and some people see the sick world we live in, right? Where I had to learn on my own. The same people that you do for is the same people that will tell you evil when you can't do for them. And big up to you, Marlene. Because there's a lot of things that Marlene, and y'all could subscribe to her page, Life with Marlene. Go tap into her page, It's many things that she talk about on her page and in her lives that it hits. It hits me in my heart. Okay? It hits because you knowing that, like, you went through that. And it actually, like, it hurt. It hurts. Like, and you ain't gotta be no big, bad, tough guy or tough girl. No. When something hurts your soul, something hurts your soul. You ain't gotta be no in it, cause a lot of people that act like they big and bad, trust me, man. Everybody cries behind closed doors. Everybody cries where people can't see them that act bad and brave. Okay? It's many people that cry in private. Don't worry. Some people cry in the public where people can see them in the open. And they don't care. They're not ashamed of their hurt and their pain. But it's many people that act like they don't cry or never felt hurt. And those are the ones that cry in private. Those are the ones that tear themselves down in private. And we live in such a sad world where those same people, when they get fed up and they couldn't take it no more, you have to understand, when some people get fed up and they can't take it no more, some people lash out. And This is the point where some people will do things to people and hide their hand, and that's one thing that one thing I don't like with humans is humans playing manipulation games or humans playing any type of games. I don't like people playing games. I like people to be straightforward. And that may be old school or it may be sound corny, but I like people to be straight up and down. I don't like people that's fake. I don't like people that's phony. Cause some people I pick up on it right away, and people like that, I move away from them or I just call people out cause I don't like nonsense. Especially when you have to tell adults not to act like children. And this is the sad world we live in where it's millions of adults around the world. Because when we giving motivation and we giving positive vibes and things, we're not talking to the kids. We're talking to adults mostly. You have to understand that. We're talking to mostly adults. Because I will say right now, if I'm speaking, right, it's mostly adults, but I could understand many of people that on my page right now, that's in this chat right now, I know and I believe that you have common sense. And you're not the ones that don't have common sense. But you have to think about the ones that we talk to every day and telling them to be adults. It's very sad when you have to tell an adult to be an adult. It's very sad when you have to tell a grown-up to grow up. Okay? It's very sick. It's sad. It's sadistic. Okay? Because it gets even broader when you talk about presidents and when you talk about politicians. I look at them as kids. I don't look at them as no, ooh, you're a good politician or you're a good public citizen. No! I look at them as kids. Man, my day is going good. Like I'ma be honest to you. Hold on, let me read these comments. I cry anywhere when I'm feeling pain. Well, Marlene, bless your heart, bless your soul, and bless your mind. Continue to be you, cause what you're doing on this YouTube and in life, cause energy is real. You continue to be you, Marlene. Okay? Continue to be you and never change who you are for nobody. Continue to be you. God bless you. When I find out someone is fake, I leave them all the way alone. And that's very true. We should start doing that when you find out people are fake. But sometimes people, they stick around people because they want those people, and they will think, like you said in your chat one time, Marlene, you will think that these people are going to be there. You're thinking that these people are going to change. You're thinking that these people love you when they're actually hurting you. You're thinking they're helping you when they're actually hurting you. Okay. Sorry, brother, if you said something to me. I'm at work listening and working. It's okay, brother Oz. It's all good, man. Do you, player. Do you, man. God bless to you as well. I'm doing good, Marlene. How is your day going? My day is going good, brother Oz. My day is going good, man. Today is a Monday. And I'll be honest to everybody, I don't know. Mondays haven't been my best friend, but this Monday, I could actually say I am having a good Monday, and I try to change my Mondays, the energies of my Mondays, because before this Monday started, for the past 3 to 4 weeks, I've been having a bad Monday, for the past 3 to 4 weeks. And earlier this morning, I meditated, I prayed, I took my little walk, I got my coffee, and I went to work. And I listened to a couple of, songs, listened to some music to brighten up my spirit and my soul. And the Monday it been going good so far, you know. And I'm not gonna put that dirty energy in the air. My Monday will continue to go good, you know. Just like I hope everybody else Monday is going good, and I hope everybody else Monday is continuing to go good as well. Thank you for asking, brother. I appreciate that. Well, brother Oz, that's tough, Marlene. I hold in all my pain. Well, I'm gonna tell you as a brother, and I'm gonna tell you as a human, and I'm gonna tell you as a soul. Don't hold your pain in, brother. Let it out positively, or just talk to somebody if you have to, but don't hold it in. Because I held in pain for years, and it hurt me. It hurt me. It hurt me. As even when I'm talking to y'all right now, it hurt me. Because I used to think that I could hold everything in. I could take everything. I used to think that nothing could hurt me in this world. That's how I grew up. I used to think I was Superman. That nothing could hurt me. But I figured out that I hurt myself with doing that. And holding pain in. Holding a lot of stuff in. It hurts your mind. It hurts your soul. And then after that, it will hurt you physically. Okay? Because you'll get high blood pressure. You'll get headaches. Okay? You'll get skinny. Like you will hurt yourself. You will hurt yourself. You know, and like, take it from a person that hurt themselves and holding pain in. It ain't nothing good to do, my brother. It ain't nothing good to do. And the thing is, the reason why it ain't good to do, I ain't never hurt an innocent person in my life. And I never will. But many times in my life, I cursed out innocent people that didn't deserve it. Withholding a lot of pain in. And some days I just exploded. You know, so withholding things in, many times it may come out in a way where you don't know it's coming out. You know, and this is why I will tell you as my brother to not hold it in. Because one day, you may give that same pain to somebody that don't deserve it. And I used to think that I'm not going to lash out on an innocent person. But I had to catch myself many a times when I lashed out on innocent people. And they didn't have nothing to do with it. I never hit an innocent person. But I cursed somebody out. Okay? I'm not going to lie. You know, hold on. You know, so, as I will tell you, my brother, any which way you could find in letting it out slowly, you let it out slowly, okay? I'm not going to tell you, oh, just let it out. No, you let it out bit by bit, slowly, you know? Hold on, let me read your comments. Holding in pain made me mentally, physically, and spiritually sick. Yes, and that, man, that's true to life itself right there. When we hold in something, because you got to understand, man, as Marlene just said, this world runs on the mental, the physical, and the spiritual with your individual body. So when you hold something in, it's going to affect those three. Okay, the mental, the spiritual, and the physical. And the physical may be the last one to get the attack. Okay? It's going to be the last one because first, it's going to hit the mind. Then after that, it's going to hit the soul. Then after that, it's going to come after your physical body. And it ain't good. Okay, let me read your comments. Excuse me. One day, Marlene, hopefully soon. Yeah, it does, brother. People think you are soft when you show emotion, but it takes vulnerability and courage to be in that self-healing zone. Bam! Right there, as Marlene said, people think you are soft when you show emotion, but it takes vulnerability and courage to be in that self-healing zone. Okay. Now that right there, right, what Marlene just said, for a lot of the men, right, who think that, yeah, let me be tough. Let me hold this down. Let me hold that down. I ain't gonna show no emotion. Let me tell you something. Some of the toughest men in the world done showed emotion. Some of the toughest men. And I'm gonna give you a real story right now. Remember when I was 13 years old living in Brooklyn, and it was my boy cousin. It was Sarid. The reason why we say bless up, the reason why I say bless up to anybody, he passed away. It was me, Sarid, Poogie, and Naheem. We was all fighting like we usually do, but it wasn't fighting to hurt each other. It's just regular play fighting, you know? And I remember I punched my cousin in the eye. And he starts screaming, going crazy. And I remember when he was there saying, my eye hurt. I remember when he just said, F it. And he kicked me straight in my genitals. You feel me? I dropped to the floor. And I ain't gonna lie to you. I started crying. And Sarid was there, and Sarid was right there. And Sarid, he looked it up to me like a big brother, like a titan, like a god. You know, he looked up to me. And right now I'm looking up to you, Sarid. Because I know you and Zion looking down on all of us, and I love you for life, my brother. Bless up to you always, King. Sarid looked at me. And he said, Delvin, you got tears? Because he didn't believe I could cry. He never seen me cry a day in his life. And I told him, I said, yes, bro, I got tears. I say, water come out these eyes. And if y'all can hear my voice right now, that effed him up for like 2 days. You feel me? Because he didn't believe that I could cry or that I had tears or I had emotions. Okay? He didn't believe I had emotions. And I had to tell him, like 3 days later, I say, bro, that probably be the last time you see me cry, but understand, bro, I done cried many times. You know? And for people that think when men cry, men are soft, you got something else coming to you. Somebody must have raised you wrong. Somebody must have taught you wrong, because it's very messed up in the world when we teach men and we teach little boys to be tough, right? But then they don't be tough in the correct situations. They only be tough when they want to be, or they only be tough when it's selective to be, you know? And because people know, like, I'm going to build on that. Hold on, let me read your comments. Yes, it took me 7 years of therapy to be in a space to let myself cry anywhere and anytime I need to maintain my peace and sanity. And that's true, because do not let people make you hurt yourself for them to feel good. If you gotta let it out, you let it out. Don't hurt yourself for people in this world that could care less about you. You care for yourself, so you make sure you treat yourself. Okay, and I'm not talking about treating yourself as in going to the mall or going to the shopping center. I'm talking about treating yourself as treating yourself good in order to heal yourself. Don't ever think you above yourself where you can't heal yourself in front of people. Don't ever think that you too high where you can't make yourself feel good in front of people. Don't do that, because they ain't gonna do it for you. You gotta do it for yourself. Excuse me. Blessings, Marlene. Brother Oz talking to Marlene. Blessings to you, brother. It takes a real man and woman to cry. Yes, it does. You are tough when you show hold on, let me read that correctly. You are tough when you can show vulnerability. Well, let me put a little ketchup and mayonnaise on that right there. Check this out. Don't eat the sandwich though, people. Some people may really think that, okay, no, I'm going to put it to you like this. I'm going to break it down even more scientifically. Hold on. Sorry for that, people. I'm here at work. Okay, blessings, King. I'm out with the grandbabies at the soccer practice, but I'm here to support the real. Well, shout out. Hope they win the football game, man. For real. I hope they win the football game, man. Big up to football all the time, yo. For real. Big up to football. Hold on. Let me deal with this person. Okay, sorry for that, people. Now, I said I'm going to break it down in a little more scientific form. For the men that don't believe that men will cry or men don't cry, or you're bravado because you do cry or you don't cry, and all of this nonsense that they'll say that men don't cry. Okay. Why do you got water in your system? Huh? Why do you have water in your system? Because like I said earlier, those that don't cry in public, those are the ones that bawl in private. Okay? The ones that don't show their tears in public, those are the ones that screaming and bawling in private. Okay? Thank you. Now, I grew up being told don't be soft and cry, but holding it in hurts you. I am healing now, amen, and proud. Thank you for that. No, I'm glad you're healing, and I'm glad for anybody to be healing, okay? Because we live in a world where people think that it's okay for people to be hurt. And when you see these people lash out on their hurtness, you blame them, but you don't blame the situation that made them feel the way that they feel. And that's one thing that I don't play with humans, okay? You see somebody hurt, and you may tease them on their hurtness, but you don't understand why these people are hurt. You don't understand what happened to them before they have this pain in them. Okay, brother, I'm listening to you. It makes sense. Now, brother Oz, I'm telling you, brother Oz, like, if I could ever tell you anything that you listen to, whether you write it down, or whether you take a walk, or whether you talk to people, or whether you go to the gym, find some way to get that pain out of your body mentally, physically, and spiritually. Don't let it follow you in your days in life. Do not let that pain follow you in your journey and your adventure in life. Do not let that pain trample you, or do not let that pain hurt you, my brother. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Open-minded, bigging up the chat. Open-minded, bigging up the chat. But don't get it twisted. I can cry and handle my business. Hey, as we said, man, crying doesn't stop. It doesn't stop the motion. Okay, I'm sorry, Marlene. I was just handling something at work right now. I was just handling something at work a little while ago. Sorry, but the audio is back and I'm back on. Okay. Open-minded, blessing up, Marlene. Okay, blessings to you and yours. Smarter than the average. That's Brother Oz talking to open-minded. Back to you, legend. Okay, that's open-minded talking to Brother Oz. They don't understand what weight a person is carrying. And that's the thing about people. They don't understand what you go through. And that's why sometimes a lot of people don't share their lives with people, and they hold things in, as we're talking about holding something in. And with me at my job that I'm working at now, and at 7-Eleven where I've been at for 10 years, I'm misunderstood at my job here, and I was misunderstood at my 7-Eleven job. You know, here I'm misunderstood in being what they would want to call the angry black man. And at the 7-Eleven, I was much more of the angry black man, because I was the only black person in the 7-Eleven for 10 years. So I was being judged over and over and over and over and over. And as I used to say, when I went delving on them, that's when they said, oh my gosh, I don't know why I bothered him. Well, as I tell people, leave me alone. I don't bother nobody, so please leave me alone. I stay away from people. I don't look to bother nobody. I don't look to... Okay, excuse me. Let me read your comments. Well, before I read your comments, thank you to everybody in the building. Marlene, thank you very much. Open-minded, thank you very much. Brother Oz, thank you very much. Jen, thank you very much. Thank you to everybody that joined this live. You know, like, I appreciate y'all very much. You know, like, and I say that with all my heart and all my soul, for real, because what people give me, I appreciate. And what y'all giving me right now is y'all energy. You know, and I respect it. You feel me? I respect y'all coming here and listening to me. And just like if y'all have a live or something or anything, I respect it. You know, so thank you very much for everybody that's in the building right now. Thank you. I appreciate y'all. Much love to y'all. Okay, let me finish reading. Okay. They don't, Marlene. Okay. Okay. Crying is like taking your soul to the laundromat. That's deep. Well, open-minded, that's why you hit it how you hit it. Open-minded, for real, elder. Keep on. I just, like they say, man, keep on banging it straight. Open-minded, for real, because I said this from like a year ago, and I'm gonna keep on saying it. We need people like open-minded in the world, and we need people like open-minded on YouTube, because a lot of people nowadays be acting like they super duper smart, or acting like they have knowledge, or they have this and that. And open-minded don't even really post stuff, but he could post one thing and it'll resonate for a whole month with me, or it'll resonate for a lot of weeks. And anybody, because it's simple things in this world that could carry people a long way, And me, I enjoy the simple and the little things in life. I really do. I'm not with the big parade no more, or I'm not with the nonsense. I enjoy simple things like, for example, like hello and goodbye. Simple things like that I enjoy. Respect, simple things like that I enjoy. Like being positive, simple things like that I enjoy. I enjoy simple things like that. Showing common courtesy, simple things like that I love. I enjoy. It makes you feel good. Okay, hold on. The soul must be cleaned every day. Every day. Okay, and I'm glad you said that, open-minded. I tell people like, and Marlene said it in one of her lives the other day, that many of us, you're not going to have a good day every day. You'll have a day where you feel like you just don't feel like it. You just don't feel like it. And it's okay, but when you just don't feel like it, I'll put it to you like this. You got to be the one to build yourself back up. You got to be the one to pick yourself back up, and I'll build on that right there. Every day I resurrect myself, Every day I look for a new chapter. Okay? You don't forget about yesterday, but you surely don't bring yesterday actually into today. And you don't take today and try to drag it into tomorrow. Okay? You don't do that. You don't do that. Okay, it's just like when we say what happens in an old relationship. You don't bring that baggage, right, into the new relationship. So that's the same way with real life, in life itself. Do not bring what happened yesterday into today. Because what happened yesterday could be bad. Or it could be a little shaky, right? But today could be everything you was asking for. Okay? So don't worry about what happened yesterday. Yes, keep it in your mind, because it will be there. And it is there. But don't let it rain on your parade. Okay? Never, and that's one thing I tell everybody. Never let a bad situation ruin your life. Never let a bad situation ruin your day. Never let a bad situation ruin you. Okay? Because we living in a life right now where some people let a bad situation ruin their whole life. No. No. Why would you do that? Why would you take a bad situation and just run with that throughout your whole life? Throughout your whole life and just running and running with it. No, let that go. Hold on, let me read your comments. Absolutely, 100. Exactly. Sometimes I cry when I finally understand the sacrifices my parents made for me. That's real talk, man. A lot of people made sacrifices for people in life, okay? Hold on, let me see. It's the simple things. Okay, here today's quote. You don't have to be great to start, but you have to start to be great. Talk, open-minded. Talk. Talk. 3 R's. Recognize, reflect, and release. And that's what most of us need to do. Recognize the situation. Reflect on the situation. And release that dirty energy away from you. You know? Because you keep it in your mind, you going to have that walking with you. And this is why the mind is very powerful. Okay? It's very powerful. The mind is one of the most powerful things on this universe. It's one of the most powerful things living in existence. If you want to think a car is powerful, or a machine gun, or a tractor trailer, your mind is more powerful because your mind created all 3 of those things. Okay? You have to understand how powerful the mind is. Okay? The mind is something so precious, so sweet, so good, so joyful. The mind is a creator. Okay? Man, open-minded, man, blessed to you, man. Hotep to you, open-minded, for real. Because as I said, like, we have, like, it got 3 people, and these are 3 people that I respect. Open-minded, you already know what it is. I respect your intelligence and your wisdom. Brother Oz, I respect your intelligence and your wisdom. Marlene, I respect your intelligence and your wisdom. And me, I'm not ashamed to say that I got love for the 3 of y'all, okay? Because what y'all give out to people is the same thing that I look to give as well. And what y'all doing, continue to do it. Because we need people like y'all in this world. We need people like y'all in this world. Okay? It ain't no hope or no wishing. No, we need people like y'all 3. Brother Oz, we need you. Open-minded, we need you. Marlene, we need you. Okay? You are needed on this earth. You are needed in this universe. You are needed in the things of life. You're welcome. You know, don't ever think you are not needed in this world. Because if I ever look on this YouTube when it got people that got subscribers here, subscribers there, nah, man. I actually respect what y'all say. I respect what y'all doing on this YouTube thing. Because it got a lot of people that just come on this YouTube and I don't know what they doing. I don't know what they're doing because it comes to the point where, as I told you, when I was a kid growing up, I was a kid thinking I was an adult. But life calmed me down and showed me that you're not an adult yet. Okay, you're not an adult yet. And it comes to the point where I like to teach. I always wanted to teach. Even to the point where me and my teachers, I used to go back and forth with them because I used to tell some teachers, you ain't smarter than my mother. You know, and me, back then when I was going to school, and if I looked at the teacher and how they was teaching us, if I felt in my mind that you wasn't smarter than my mother, I'm sorry, plain and simple, I'm not going to listen to you. I'm not. I'm not going to be rude, but I surely ain't going to listen to you. And I had a lot of teachers that I thought wasn't intelligent. I thought they wasn't intelligent at all, you know, and some of them wasn't. Some of them was, you know, but I had to look back at that too as myself, where some of these teachers, I had to give them respect, you know, because they woke up and they taught us in New York City schools, you know. They didn't have to. Yes, some of them was just getting paid to do it, but they was doing their job every day, you know, because to me, I'll say this. Being a New York City teacher in America That's a job that's a hard job to take. Brooklyn born, bless up, man. Bless up to the whole Brooklyn as well, man, for real. Open minded. Thank you, King. No, thank you, man. Thank you, open minded. Thank you, Marlene. Thank you, for real. Delvin, they don't know what they are doing. Yes, pretty much. Well, Marlene, I meditate before I go live so the right message comes out. I ain't gonna say I meditate, I just say let's go and I hope it goes correct. I'm gonna be honest to you. Cause I'm not used to this joint, you know. I'm not used to the internet thing really, or not used to it, but many people before I ever got on this YouTube like 15 years ago, because one of my goals was, and I'll still try it, one of my goals was one of my girl cousins, her husband told me years ago, like 15 years ago, that I should have started a TV show. And this was about a whole bunch of other things, you know, not pertaining to YouTube or not really pertaining to spirituality or not pertaining to things that I talk about on my page or sports. We was talking about stuff like, you know, out of space, of what they call space. You know, we was talking about things like, they call this Earth, you know. They call another planet Jupiter. They call another planet Mars, Mercury. You know, we was talking about outside of this universe, outside of the Milky Way. Because if you ever think about it, from the ground floor all the way to the sun, many people wouldn't want to study this. Yeah, R.I.P. to my boy Malcolm Jamal Warner. You know, from, if I'm correct, that's the same one that played on Full House and Malcolm and Eddie, if I'm correct. You know, I can remember the name, but I don't remember the face. If I'm thinking correct, that was Eddie Winslow. I don't know if I'm correct, but I'm just going back in my mind. I'm tracing back in my mind to see Cosby Show. Wait, hold on. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Wait a minute. Let me get my other phone. Hold on 1 minute, people. I'm still here. I don't like to mix things up or mix names up. The Cosby Show is where he caught his first big break. Is that the one that played with Eddie Griffin and Malcolm and Eddie, or am I wrong? I just want, like, cause I'm going to use my other phone right now to see, but I just want to know if I'm wrong or if I'm right. You know, hold on 1 minute. Thank you very much. Marlene, thank you very much. I appreciate you for being in the building, and bless you, Marlene. Wow. That's the one. Wow, that's crazy. Wow. LIP to the brother, man. For real. Sorry for Yeah, I'm still here. That one caught me left-handed just now. Okay, back to scheduled program. No, like, and that's the thing, like, we come and we go. But God bless, Malcolm. God bless. For real. Accidental drowning. Oh, man. And that's... Well, you know what? I'll say to that. You lived a good life on earth. I don't know what... We don't know what you did outside of your Hollywood career, but as a Hollywood superstar and a Hollywood star, you gave us a lot of good laughs. You gave us some good vibes. So shout out to you, Thank you very much for your time and your energy upon this universe. Salute. Okay. Now, as I was just saying before that, I was talking about me wanting to do a TV show. And this is why I don't get where some people can't be creative on YouTube, where they get on YouTube and the best thing that they do is talking about other people or making problems with other people. And I look at people and I say that's soft, because if you get on the internet and every day is a problem, what is wrong with you? You have nothing better in life to do. And if you get on the internet and you think that you must come on this internet every day and just like talk about people, that's one thing that people need to stop, and adults need to start teaching adults how to be adults again. But as I said, it's sad when you have to teach an adult how to be an adult, and it's very sad when you have to talk to people as children when they're adults. It's very sad. But some people will never grow. Some people will never grow, and those are the people that you really need to walk away from. Well, thank you for everybody that joined my live. I will be back on later on tonight. Thank you and much love to everybody. Brother Oz, thank you. Brooklyn Born, thank you for the little information and all that. Open-minded, thank you. Marlene, thank you. Jen, thank you. And if I missed your name, please forgive me. Brother Oz, if I said your name, thank you. But thank you to everybody that joined the live. Thank you for everybody. Much love to you, and I will see you on the next run.